what to do when a man you are seeing suddenly pulls away. Well, I'd been seeing this guy and I really liked him, and we had gone out a few weeks in a row, and in between he would text me, and then suddenly he stopped texting and he was supposed to see me. He asked me when I was available. I told him, and then radio silence. Nothing. All week, nothing. So I made a video about that, how it was the hardest thing for me to do, but I made believe my fingers were broken. And today I want to tell you what ended up happening. So I'm going to read some of the texts that got exchanged between the two of us, because I think you can learn from these texts about how to handle it when somebody you like starts to pull away. Now, in the past, I would just say, well, screw him. I have a life to live, and I actually got back online, started finding other men and blah, blah, blah. But this guy kept coming out on top. He was somebody I really felt connected to, and I wanted to pursue something with him if he would come around. So I decided to be a little flirty and also be a woman of value. So here's how it went down. Last Friday, I got a text from him, and it said, "Happy Friday. I can't believe how this week went by so quickly, frowny face. How are you? I'm sorry for not being in touch this week. I guess I was so overwhelmed with work and my son's birthday party. I had 18 people on Wednesday at my place." It sounded like a bunch of excuses to me, so I got a little triggered. And because of that, I gave myself about 4 hours to really process what he said and how I wanted to respond. Calming down is really important, and it's important to know what was going on for me or for you when you get triggered. My triggering, if you want to peel it back a little bit, was if he cared about me, he would ask me out. He would apologize. He would have come forth. He wouldn't be lazy. So I had all these judgments. He's lazy. He's not being a man. He doesn't really like me. Maybe he's got somebody else. And then when I calmed down, I really got clear with what I was feeling. And I was feeling sad, and I missed him. So when I responded to him, I said, "Good to hear from you. I missed hearing from you and seeing you this week. I'd rather not text, though. It's not a real conversation. Would you call me when you can talk?" So let me just go back and kind of decipher why this was a powerful text. Good to hear from you. I started with appreciation and positivity, because if you start with negativity and reprimanding this guy, he would have disappeared. And then I said, "I missed hearing from you, seeing you this week." So I let him know that I cared about him and I missed him, even though he didn't do what I wanted him to do. And then I said, I'd rather not text because it's not a real conversation. So I'm asserting my value here and my standards, that I don't want to text an emotional conversation. I want to have a conversation. Would you call me when you can talk? I left it up to him as a man to take the reins now. So I wasn't taking charge, but I was being assertive. And as a woman of value, that's how you take the lead while staying feminine. His response to me a few hours later was, "Sure, definitely." Today is Thursday, and that happened on Friday, and I did not hear from him again. I had pretty much written him off, but again, he kept coming up for me, and especially because I had a date today that was from hell, and it made me realize how much I really cared about this man and wanted to really explore this relationship further. So I text something very flirty and very risky that I normally wouldn't do, and I recommend that you do something like this if you like a man and he starts to pull away. And it could be a week or two that you don't hear from him. Some men are jerks and some are busy. And so you want to let them know, hey, I'm still here, but I'm not being pushy or naggy or reprimanding. What I said was, "I cooked an amazing meal last night. Why weren't you here?" Smiley face. "I cooked an amazing meal last night." Well, we both like to cook. And "why weren't you here?" is the little flirtiness. What he responded was, I was so busy the last 2 weeks, had no life really. So again, kind of a blah response without saying, oh, it's so great to hear from you. And wow, I really want to see you. I miss you. So these are all things that I would have wanted him to say. But I figured, you know what? I'm going to send one more text back and not send anything mean. Send something to let him know my values and to be a little flirty. So here's what I said. Hey, with a little advance notice, I can make time in my busy life for you. What was I saying in this text? I have a busy life too. And guess what? I will make time for you, but I need advance notice. Again, assert my value. I'm not a last minute girl. If you want to see me, you got to make a plan. Well, I heard right back from him on that one. He said, great. I need to do the same. I'm away this weekend. I'm back Sunday night. Let's plan on meeting early next week. I went from not hearing from him at all to getting a date for next week. He seemed to be a quality guy, and I don't want to lose a quality guy if he was just busy and I started to make up stuff. What I recommend is be assertive, don't be aggressive, be flirty, take some risks in dating, because if you don't, you will never be able to find the love that you deserve. If you like this video, please subscribe. We'll see you the next time.